Today is Thursday. It is 7:50 in the morning. I woke up at like 5:30 with my son. I am alone for like a week, pretty much. Please. It's my shadow. Oh my god. Gonzalo is on like a 5-day trip, so we're solo parenting for the next couple days. I've obviously never been alone with a baby for this long, so I just want to record it so that we're doing it together and I'm not super solo. I don't know, it makes me feel a little better. I have some fun things planned as long as I get to them. Hopefully I will get to them, but we'll see how the week goes. He just fell back asleep after having a morning bottle. So now I'm gonna have a coffee and breakfast, and then I will shower and get myself ready for the day. Hopefully I have enough time for that, and then we'll see where the day takes us. I think today I'm gonna try to go thrifting, but we'll see. Losing his hair. Honestly, blow drying my hair did not work out. I kind of like half did it. It's a little frizzy in the back. I mean, it's like good for the most part, but I'm just gonna probably leave it up anyway. Cause I think that was just a fuzzy, but I thought it was a bug. I still, despite how confident I may seem, get really anxious leaving the house with him. Just because his behavior, not his behavior, but like his mood is so unpredictable. But, and honestly, a lot of time has passed. It's like afternoon now, like 12. Maybe almost 1. I fed him, and then he ended up falling asleep, and then I had lunch, and then he had lunch again, and here we are. Well, not lunch again, but you know, he had another bottle. Here we are. I'm just gonna change him, and then we're gonna run out. I'm gonna go to Goodwill. I don't know if I wanna go to more than one. I have a specific location in mind, because I'm looking for something specific that I know I've seen there, but like that doesn't mean anything because thrift stores never have the same things. But I am looking for baskets, and then I would like to somehow find some type of like silk robes or something for my bridesmaids to get ready. I have a vision. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to accomplish it because I haven't been able to find what I have in my head, but we're gonna go see if we can accomplish that, see how the day goes. Hopefully we have a good trip out of the house, because if we do, then I would really like to try to see sunset with him. The weather has just been gorgeous this whole week. I have to go get him now, but I don't know. We'll see how the day goes and how everybody's mood is. Okay, that was kind of a bust. The main reason that I left so quickly is because the line was absolutely bizarre. I did walk around the store, and there were like things that I questioned, but there was no way I was gonna wait in a line like that, and it was like it was just ridiculous. I am sourcing multiple things right now, right? So I'm looking for something for my bridesmaids to wear getting ready. I would love it to be like silk vintage robes. I think that would be so cute and dainty. If not, I'm also leaning towards like button-ups, maybe like pink men's oversized button-ups, which I saw some of, but I don't want to give up on the robes just yet, so I'm gonna give that some time. I also need mugs, like coffee mugs, because we're gonna do as our favor thrifted mugs, but like with Peruvian like coffee, and it's just like a whole idea. But I want like a rack of mugs up for people to pick from. And I did see cute mug options, but I was like, I'm not waiting in line for like this long of a line for a mug. Mostly because I feel like he would get upset if we stood still that long, and it just didn't look like an ideal situation.
Also need baskets, like wicker baskets is what I'm looking for. I think that's what you would say, but they didn't, I want like really big ones, like obnoxiously big ones, kind of to like fill with flowers, probably fake flowers for the aisle. And I swore I saw them at a Goodwill, but it wasn't this one. So we're gonna go to another location that I feel like is usually less busy and won't have that kind of a line because it's Thursday. Why is the line through the store? That was bizarre. And it wasn't like there were any crazy sales either. Anyways, let's go to another location. All right, that was another like meh moment. They had 2 baskets, which I think I showed you, which I felt like were perfect, but they were $22 and $15. And they weren't like there were some broken wickers. Like they weren't some magically amazing brand new thing. So I felt like that was crazy. And then, but like I'm gonna look around and see if that's like a normal price. But I just feel like that's not what I was expecting. I am having no luck with the robes, which is so annoying. I'm leaning towards doing button-ups because that's like, there's so many. And I didn't even really look at the mugs. Oh, and then there was that game, like that yard game would have been so perfect because there's so much like yard and I want to put games out in the wedding. And it was missing one piece, which totally sucked. But so basically overall another bust, which I'm a little bummed about. I am willing, he was sleeping the whole time and now he's awake, so I don't know if he's gonna be hangry in a second, but I feel like he's still yawning and will fall back asleep. Anyways, I am debating going to another location. I'm a little chatty. This is gonna be a chatty vlog. I feel like this is supposed to go this way. I feel like as nerve-wracking as it is, like being alone for this many days without Gonzalo, I still have so much anxiety leaving the house with him, even though I think we are learning routine and stuff and I'm learning like what works and what doesn't. Every day is still sometimes different and I still feel like can be unpredictable. And I did leave the house, like I do leave the house, but usually it's only if I like need to, and I want to be able to go out when I want to, like just for fun, if that makes sense. But I'm still working on like being okay with that. But my point of this conversation is I feel like it is really healthy to have this time alone because it's kind of like forcing me to be more confident in leaving the house with a baby. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. So I'm setting up goals for myself this week and making it a point to get out of the house on our own. And I feel like vice versa, like I have a couple trips coming up solo without them and he'll be alone with him, and I feel like it'll be a great learning experience for him as well. So something that we definitely need to do more often because I think it's really healthy for so many reasons. But let's go see if there's another Goodwill nearby. If not, we'll go home, reset a little bit, and maybe have a little sunset moment with him. So we ended up coming home, obviously. He was starting to tell me that he was about to get cranky, and I also felt like he needed a diaper change and to eat. The time is like, I don't know, probably after 3 at this point. The sun sets at like 5 something, which is so depressing, but we're working with it. But I think what I'm gonna do, instead of like getting everything ready and going back out a second time, well, I'm not dropping my goal, but I'm switching today's plans with tomorrow's plans. So tomorrow I was gonna like tidy up the house and do laundry. I think instead I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna put his laundry in and my laundry in and get it folded and put away, and also just like tidy up the house a little bit.
No.
Oh. Hi. It's a big smile. Loads of laundry are in. So while the laundry runs, we have about an hour until, I'm already out of breath. We have about an hour until the sun sets. So we are going to walk for that hour. I'm gonna go to like this water area. I'm actually gonna like walk there and cross the street, which is another thing that I've been doing and like boosting my confidence on is like walking. Like I feel very safe around here. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like main character energy to like go on a walk on a main road, if that makes sense. But we've been doing that. So he absolutely loves the outdoors. So I feel like this is a good like wind down thing. And it also makes me, I feel like, appreciate the sunset, even though it is so early now. We're not making it a depressing thing. In addition to that, it is really nice temperature out lately. Like it's probably in the 50s, which is really rare. Not rare, but like that's winter for South Florida. And I guess it is rare because it's not like that happens year round. So getting outside and taking advantage of that has definitely been on my to-do list as well. I also just went on like the local calendars and like around the city and looked at like, I'm already out of breath, mommy and me classes. So we're gonna try to go to one tomorrow. This is something that's been on my list, but like his schedule changes so much. And when I was trying to do them previously, they were always during his nap time, but that nap time has kind of like shifted. So I think we can go tomorrow. It's like a music movement thing. Should be very cute. But let's go on our walk.
We just need. You're so pretty.
We are on our way to the mommy and me thing at one of the local libraries. I almost talked myself out of going, but I didn't give myself a choice and I got myself dressed and him dressed and we are on the way. So here's to trying new things and gaining confidence as a first-time stay-at-home mom. I'm really excited, but I'm getting there only like 5 minutes before it starts, which makes me nervous because I've never been to this library. I don't know where it is. I like to be like early for these things, but I feel like nowadays it's really hard to like plan out and be on time with him. I'm still adjusting to that, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I was really nervous about it and convinced myself I wasn't gonna go because I was like, does anyone really go to these things? Like blah, blah, blah. But then I'm like, if nobody went, I doubt they would do them every day. There's like multiple a day. And yeah, I think there's 2 at this time. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. There was like movement and then there was reading. I feel like he would really like, well, both of them. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out what it's like when we get there and hopefully we're not late because I would hate to walk in and be that person. We're on our way. He was screaming in the car ride, so we'll see how this goes.
No more really fast jumping on the bed. Oh, God.
Okay, I want to debrief that while I have my coffee and I have a blueberry muffin in here. It was so cute. And I'm really glad I went. And I think it was a big step towards like trying more classes because there's so many around me. There's so many like libraries in the area that do things like that. And not just libraries, but also like gyms and stuff. But I just feel like he's not old enough for like play gyms, even though they usually start at 3 months. But all those play gym like type of things you have to pay for, and I don't think it makes sense to like pay for him to just sit there. Like when he's crawling around, I think that would be different. But all of these community ones are obviously free. And it's just like music and movement, and they had so many things. They had like bubbles and rattles, and there were so many people. There were like 30 people and with their kids, and there was no one his age. They were all like crawling at least, or like walking, and like actually partaking in the activities. There was one person there with a newborn like strapped on her, but I think she also had an older child, so I think that made more sense. But I wouldn't let that stray anybody from trying these classes with someone with a baby who's like only a couple months old. I was actually like not gonna try any of these things until he was old enough to do something, because I thought it was silly, but I had someone tell me that like it's still good interaction for them, and like he will pay attention, like it's great exposure. And it's so true. Like he was so content. I was really nervous. I walked in 5 minutes late, but a bunch of people did, so I didn't feel crazy. It took me a minute to go in though. My husband was just like, go, you're already there. I'm like, okay, fine. I walked in and they were already started, but he was so content. He was not crying, which I thought he was going to do. So then I sat down with him, and he just watched everything. And he was like super jumpy, kind of like he was partaking in movement. And like when they did the rattles, he was like watching everything, and he was tracking all the movements. So I felt like it was really good development for him, and something that I definitely am going to continue to do, and also try other ones. And he like, I don't know, I thought it was so cute and shocking how much he really liked it. As for me, I definitely loved it. Everybody seemed really nice. Like nobody like pays attention to you, if that makes sense. I'm such an overthinker, and I was like, oh, people are gonna stare at me, but like no, nobody cared. Everybody was like in their own world with their child. And I didn't talk to anyone. I wasn't social. But I think like if I go enough and see like who goes there regularly and who like is also social, then I can break out of my shell a little bit. But I was pretty quiet. But I also didn't stick around for like playtime. They had like this playtime session where everybody, well, like kids, like they pulled out tables, and I don't know if they had like toys and stuff. I didn't really stick around, but I noticed that everybody that had like a younger child left, because I don't know if it's just like a chaotic session or it doesn't make sense for their younger child to partake in those activities. But so I left around that time too. So yeah, I don't know. But I really liked it, and I would definitely do it again. And I'm really proud of myself for pushing myself to do that. But as for the rest of the day, it also knocked him out. He is exhausted. So he went right down to a nap. Slept on the car right here. It was literally 5 minutes away though. And I think I don't really know what to do. I have a couple things to like tidy up. I have some editing to do. But aside from that, I think I'm just going to take time to myself, and when he is up and ready, we'll do a bottle, and we'll see where else we go. I am in regret. Yeah.
Good morning. It is, I feel like I've been really sporadic and not really saying what I said I was gonna do like all week, but we are at the library again. It is morning of Saturday morning, and because I was looking online and they have like the similar class or whatever for under 18 months, which I think might be more suited for us. I mean, I'm still willing to go to like any of them. The one from yesterday was 0 to 5, so it was like such a broad range, but this one is specifically best for under 18 months. So I feel like there will be more like babies his age, and I don't know, maybe more like things for him. I don't really know what they would do differently, but I'm excited to see. So we're trying that today. Super sporadic of me, but yeah, we woke up pretty early today, but we kind of just like lounged in bed for a bit. And then I got ready and here we are. I'm also gonna go in and see how to get a library card. I mean, I like love libraries. I love reading, but it's also like really nice to be able to just like sit in there and stuff. But with him now, I feel like eventually I'm gonna want to like get books. I mean, he has so many right now, but you know, when he's like a little bit bigger, I feel like it'll be fun to get different things. And I've never done that before myself. Before we lived in apartments, so I never like got library cards because we were bouncing around so much. But now that we have a house, I'm like, oh, I feel like it's something I should do. But I don't even know what it requires. So I'm gonna go in and ask about that. I'm so early this time. The class starts at 10:30 and I'm here at 10:08. So we are redeeming ourselves from yesterday, but I think I'm gonna put him, I don't know if I should put him in the stroller or carry him. So I'm gonna end up carrying him because I got nervous about the stroller and like it being in the way. Hi. But I'm also nervous because he looks exhausted. And like I said before, this was like our nap time, but he's kind of growing out of it. But I feel like there's still like this lazy period. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, debriefing again with my muffin and my coffee. Hello, deja vu. I liked this one better because it was like more tailored to babies and it was like very mom involved. So it was like me and him doing things, which was really cute. I didn't record because it was way more intimate. There were only 4 babies, including us, and moms and dads. It sucks because like since there's such a small show up for it, if that makes sense, they only do it once a month, but I liked it a lot. He was still the youngest. Everybody else was either walking or crawling, but it was still great interaction for him. It knocked him out. We didn't even leave the parking lot before he fell asleep. We actually had to leave early because he was very cranky and like falling asleep. So, but only like 10 minutes early, but it was really nice. I would definitely continue to go to these things. So I'm really proud of myself for like venturing out. So overall, great experiences. I don't think I have any more this week, but tonight we're going to our friend's house. We're having like our own little mini book club. I don't know if I'll record. She's got her 2 kids with her too. We'll see. We have started the Throne of Glass series, so we are starting that. So we're gonna talk about the first 10 chapters, have some wine. He'll probably fall asleep because I'm going at dinner time, like when he's usually probably around the time that he will go to bed. I'm gonna bake cookies to bring after I'm done here. I think that's what we'll do.
Are you okay?
Weddings, all of our favorite holidays.
Why are you laughing?
For over a decade, and I just think that it would be really great to have one.
I got really overstimulated with my bangs, so that's what the headband is for. I have done nothing today. This is the outfit, and I'm gonna clean. It's literally like 5:30 p.m. This is my first thing of the day that I've done. I think he's right there. What are you doing? Didn't record my night last night. You know, we had 3 kids with us and we had some wine after everyone went to bed, and I was there until like midnight. And then I woke up at like 7 with him. I like the crazy look we have going on. I really don't care today. But let's clean this house up. Gonzalo gets home tomorrow, but like he's probably not gonna get here until like midnight because his flight lands at 9 p.m. So, and it's like 2 hours away at the airport. So, I don't know, let's get our shit together. This hasn't been out all night. I just cooked like a lunch dinner situation and this is the aftermath. But don't judge me because at least I'm getting it cleaned up after.